Probably wouldn't believe that 35-point quarter Detroit had.
No.
Responded in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the first was just going back and forth. We talked about, they're headed for a 70-point half. And I thought we responded. I thought more than anything, we responded with staying the course with our energy. We've watched this particular team just wear everybody out because they just keep coming. And they did it tonight. We just held a level of intensity. And, obviously the shot making was there tonight when you have two 39-point quarters, that helps. But we talked yesterday about their ability to just wear teams out, attacking the paint, offensive rebounding, and getting to the free throw line. Well, they had 34 free throws tonight. That's something that we have to be more aware of. But overall, I mean, this team has beaten Milwaukee. They beat Utah. They wore Toronto down the other day. So I was proud of the way we just held it down with our mentality tonight.
Any update on Aiden?
We don't know yet. I actually saw it. It was out the corner of my eye. I saw his gait change, and I realized he twisted it. It looked like a quick twist, so I'm not quite sure. We'll have a report, an update later.
Obviously, you play without him. You don't want to, but you play without him. So nice with it.
Yeah, I mean, just we were able to add different bigs to the game. I thought when they went small, Jalen was a better matchup for Lyles. We were able to switch, and Jalen, his ability to block shots and rebound helped us. In the first half, it wasn't a great matchup for JaVale on Lyles. He was getting to the basket on JaVale and getting to the free throw line too. So we just changed it up a little bit, and it certainly helps having Biz over there ready to come in and play.
Looking at Booker, another 30-point game.
Yeah.
Like he's got his rhythm going right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's an efficiency to it now. He only took 18 shots, and I think he did it in 29 minutes. So, and I thought he sprayed it around the gym. When they were trapping him or they were shifting against his pick and roll, he was finding Jay on the backside. He and Chris were trying to find Jay on the backside, and Mikal as well. So 30 points in 29 minutes is huge, and to do it on the road against a team like that just keeps coming after you, is pretty cool.
You mentioned that Detroit's mentality. How good was it to get in a game like this where you're like, okay, this game similar to Toronto?
Yeah, it's 2 games in a row where we've, had to just fight for the win. Teams that just, they may not score it the way that a lot of the teams we face in the West do, but the mentality is, it's like an old Utah team. They just keep coming at your head. And we've been talking about how solid and details and everything counts. Those 3 words have been a big part of our vocabulary lately, because when you're playing against teams like that, if you can just stay solid with, the offensive guys we have, at some point we feel like we can win games, because solid tends to overcome some of that at times.
And lastly, for me, back-to-back, Antonio.
Yeah.
It's been a close game.
Yeah.
Them,
Yeah.
Quick turn, not as quick a turnaround as this was a day game.
Yeah. I think it helps, but it's still a back-to-back. The thing that helped us was, none of our starters played in the 30s. So that helps. And I think our guys they just want to play, and we've been trying to do our best to take advantage of the off days, and even practice days have been a lot shorter, just so we can be prepared for moments like this. But San Antonio's, they had a big win yesterday against the Clippers. DeJounte is playing out of his mind right now. He's one of the best guards in the league. And they've posed some problems for us just because they're a lot like us. They're just steady, and they just keep pounding the rock. And we have some film work to get across to our guys so that we can be prepared for tomorrow.
Finish with a few on Zoom. We'll start with Kellen Olson.
Hey, Monty. For the last game against the Pistons in Phoenix, they had that 17-0 run in the third quarter. Was that something that you brought up to show that they're kind of capable of doing that in a game like this?
We just talked about the second half in general, but that certainly was a part of it. And we talked about Cade's ability to just potentially take over a game. But yeah, our guys were aware of that run for sure, but in general, just the second half at our place wasn't great. And we talked about that a lot yesterday.
When you log 30 assists the way you guys did today with no one registering more than 6, how nice is it to get the ball movement going like that on a road trip like this?
Well, I mean, that's who we are. That's our DNA offensively is it's a we score mentality. We probably should count hockey assists because a lot of our guys will pass the ball when they know the next guy is going to get the shot. And I thought Chris and Book did that tonight. They got off of it and maybe somebody else was going to get the assist. That just speaks to their willingness to do whatever to win games. But it is cool when you look at the assist totals across the board. You see Campaign with 5 off the bench, and then Landry and Ish and guys like that who are out there playing the same way. Speaks to the DNA of our team.
We'll do 2 more. Jim Conlon from Ireland.
Hey, Monty, it seemed that really the Detroit Pistons were able to stay with you until halftime. And then in the third quarter, your defense really kicked in. And while they struggled to get stops, you were able to get multiple stops in that third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we scored 39 points. So that allowed us to set our defense. When teams have to take the ball out and we can get back and set our defense, we feel like it is an advantage for us. And we understand how they wanted to score. So we were trying to pack the paint as much as we can and force them to shoot shots outside of the paint. You know, they're a younger team and, you know, our guys were aware of the talent level of the team, but we just felt like if we could pack the paint and force them into the third and fourth options, we'd have some success.
Last will be Tab Deportes from Puerto Rico.
Hi, Coach. I hope you're doing well. The team Thank you. The team reached the half of the season with the best record of the NBA. What is your balance at the moment, and which area you think they need to improve?
Yeah, I mean, at the halfway point, we feel like the rebounding is the issue for us that we have to continue to hammer home. We're a smaller team than a lot of teams in the NBA. And so the rebounding away from outside of DA, JaVale, Biz, has to remain steady. We're putting a lot of pressure on our guards to get in there and box out and rebound. And we feel like that's something that we have to, you know, improve and maintain as we progress. There's probably 15 other things that I could tell you about our team that we need to get better at, but that's just me at times overcoaching, I would imagine.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Yep.